We can't just leave an empty house.
Well, not
here.
make money, but it has to pay for itself, doesn't it?
21 grand in 3 years is making money.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
They seem really impressed with the developer's guarantee. Has this clinched it for Wales?
It's stunning. It's everything we want.
It ticks a few more boxes than this morning's one, doesn't it?
I mean, I like the idea of the 3-year deal.
So do I.
Yeah. It is a good idea, but I'm still unsure about the area, and I think we should reserve judgment until we've seen the last property.
Okay.
You just don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, but Portugal's looking pretty distant at the moment.
You think so, do you?
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
we'll have to wait and see, all right?
Well, much better reactions than my first property, and I'm glad to see they're able to use their imagination. Coming up, let's hope they're as impressed with my final offering.
Or will the sea view from this apartment I found them in Extremadura turn their heads towards Portugal for good?
And don't forget, for further information on any of the areas featured on today's programme, log on to our website at placeinthesun.com/programmes for a complete list of location and property guides. Julie and Iggy want to trade the mayhem of Manchester for the peace and tranquility of a holiday home by the sea. Trouble is, whilst Julie wants the convenience of a place she knows and loves, Iggy thinks he'll get more for his money and a more reliable climate over in Portugal. So far, they thought a flat overlooking Tenby Harbour was too small for the money. But the off-plan option near Pendine excited their interest, especially as the developer guaranteed an income for 3 years.
Meanwhile, I'm exploring the estate agents in Extremadura in western Portugal, determined to find them a mortgage-free holiday home.
We're heading to Saundersfoot next, halfway between Tenby and Pendine. But don't be fooled, this is no compromise. I've just had a tip-off from one of my local contacts which will stun Julie and Iggy. They won't believe their luck. A 2-bedroom flat with a garden and sea views they looked at and loved last year has just come back on the market. I already know they like it and clearly don't mind that it's £25,000 more than the budget they set me. But have their priorities changed since last year now that Portugal's in the running? This is the property we're going to have a look around.
We recognise this, yeah.
I think we've been here before.
Yes, you have. So why didn't it go through?
Somebody beat us to it and put an offer in straight away as soon as they saw it.
But it's back on the market because that deal's just fallen through.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So ready to give it another look?
Yeah, absolutely.
I thought you'd say so.
Yeah.
So, I take it you remember all of this then?
Oh yeah. It's stunning. It's better than I remember it.
It is. It
Yeah?
is.
It's big, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is. It's
Yeah,
bigger than what I remember. Oh,
I mean, look
wow.
how bright it is. It's as if that garden's on the same level.
4 windows in one room.
Every
Look
window has a view here in this
Yeah.
flat,
That's it. If
doesn't
you're not seeing the beach.
And even though it's all
you see
been
the
developed,
garden.
you can tell it's been developed and it's all brand new. It's still got a bit of character to this building
I
because it's
agree.
a very old building.
I agree. So let's keep looking around the rest of the property.
Okay.
So family bathroom there.
Yeah, that's nice.
Double bedroom there, twin aspect.
Wow.
Cracking view out that window, isn't it?
Yeah.
And another double there with an ensuite.
I know, it's mega.
How are you feeling at the moment when you're reminded of that view?
Ecstatic.
Well, that's brilliant.
Absolutely.
Well, I
It's
like
gorgeous.
it. Don't forget, I want to look in Portugal yet, but I'm quite interested here now.
Well, the thing I think you get excited about is it washing its face,
Yeah.
it earning you some money.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, this is a very, very different proposition for the rental market. First of all, it's got outside space, so it means you're very attractive to families with young children.
Yeah.
Second of all, it's got 2 double bedrooms and room for a sofa bed there. So you're not looking at 2 to 4, you're looking at 4 to 6.
Yeah.
Figures, I've been quoted, easily £10,000 a year.
Wow. That's a
Yeah,
lot better,
that's
isn't it?
a lot better,
Yeah.
isn't it?
But
Yeah.
it needs to be
Yeah.
about that, I suppose, to cover the mortgage and everything.
Yeah.
And this outside space, right by the sea, I mean, it's
Yeah.
pretty rare, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's on the market the same price as it was when you first saw it, £225,000.
Right.
It is over budget, but
Yeah.
why were you considering going over budget before?
Well, just because it's so special, really. It's in Saundersfoot, which is what we wanted, and we know that Saundersfoot is slightly more expensive than the other places.
It's got the sea view, which ticks another box.
Yeah.
And it's bigger.
£10,000 is a decent annual rental income, but can Julie and Iggy agree about stretching the budget with Portugal on the horizon?
It's got the garden, it's got the outside space, it ticks every box that we wanted.
Well, it doesn't.
It's
slightly
bigger
over
than
budget.
the others. Yeah, it's slightly over budget, but I mean, I think the rental will swallow most of that.
Well, it's easy to see why Julie was so impressed by this flat the first time round. And coming back for a second time, even though it's over budget, I think Iggy's going to find this one hard to refuse with its great rental potential. I found 2 flats which I thought were really good value for money options here in Pembrokeshire. But that final twist of fate has put a completely different slant on today's house hunt. I think Wales might just have picked Portugal. Well, today we've come back to a place that you both know and love. Do you think we've done Pembrokeshire coast justice?
Oh, absolutely.
I believe, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
been
we have.
fantastic.
Yeah.
We've seen all our favourite places.
Yeah.
Good. And what about the properties then? Because, I mean, you were here to be convinced to go away from Portugal and come here for your holiday home.
Yeah. Well, you didn't convince me to come here with the first one. It's small, dark, can't park. Just wasn't big enough, really. So the first one, we're still off to Portugal, I'm afraid.
So, all right, we'll write the first one off. The second 2 properties, the new build and the last place we looked with the garden,
Yeah.
you loved both of them, didn't you?
Yeah.
The new build, it was perfect in a lot of ways, but then we don't know whether that location is perfect for us. We just love Saundersfoot, and that apartment is just absolutely fantastic. It's got everything that we wanted, everything that we asked you for, so, and
Well,
it's perfect.
I think it ticks 90% of the boxes we asked for.
90%.
It just doesn't tick that one that I'm worried about. Slightly over budget, Johnny. And we need to go to Portugal and see if we can tick all the boxes.
How do you feel about me showing you this apartment for a second time?
Absolutely ecstatic. We just can't believe it's come back onto the market. It's just, I think it's fate, really.
Who's
I
going?
think we're meant to have it.
You're not going to argue
We're
with
meant to
fate.
have it, aren't we?
I'm not going to stand in the face of destiny. Who am I?
I stand in the face of finance, and I believe our little pocket of money will go a bit farther in Portugal. So we've got to wait and see when we get out there.
It's been sold under your feet before. It could happen again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep in contact with the estate agents. If anything happens there, I'll let you know. And vice versa. You need to give me a call or get Jasmine to give me a call as soon as you've decided not to buy in Portugal.
Or buy. Or buy.
Or buy as well, likewise. Listen, have a great time, and I think we deserve a well-earned gin and tonic.
Oh, yeah.
On you, Johnny.
On me.
Well, Johnny had some good luck in Wales. Now I need to prove that Portugal offers more if I'm going to persuade Julie and Iggy to buy here instead. But fate has dealt me a lucky hand because we're on the extraordinary Extremadura coast of Western Portugal. Julie and Iggy have a choice. A 4-hour drive door-to-door from Ashton-under-Lyne to Pembrokeshire, or a 2-hour and 50-minute flight from Manchester to Lisbon, which lies at the southernmost edge of the Extremadura coast. With the longest suspension bridge on the continent, the world-famous monument of Christ the King, and the 16th century Belém Tower, cosmopolitan Lisbon has plenty to offer. less than an hour's drive away from the hustle and bustle of one of Europe's busiest capitals, and you're right in the heart of the breathtaking Extremadura coast. With 63 miles of gloriously golden coastline, Extremadura can certainly give Pembrokeshire a run for its money. But Julie and Iggy want a mortgage-free holiday home here and have set me a budget of £90,000. The average cost of an apartment on the Extremadura coast is up to 50 grand cheaper than the Algarve. But even here, sea views don't come cheap. So I hope Julie and Iggy are going to keep a very open mind. Well, here we are on the windy west coast of Portugal.
It's pretty stunning though.
It's wonderful, isn't it?
Yeah.
Gorgeous, isn't it?
Gorgeous sunshine.
Yeah,
Come
everything's
on.
gorgeous in Tenby.
Yeah, well that was pure luck. Here you pretty much guaranteed it.
Your specifications are pretty much the same, aren't they, with the property out here?
Oh yeah, yeah. We would like some outside space. We
Yeah.
want to be able to enjoy the hot weather, obviously. If there's a pool on site, that would be good.
Yeah.
You'd like a pool,
Pool
wouldn't you?
would be nice.
Yeah. Sea views is the crucial thing, really.
£90,000 you've given me out here.
Yes.
Yep. The small budget you've got is that we come out without having mortgages, cash down. So, you know, we obviously want to get what we can without having to borrow.
Have you got money set aside for your buying costs? You're going to be looking at between 10 and 15% here.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah?
We have accounted for that already. So.
Okay, brilliant.
That's it, yeah.
So we don't need to worry about that. We're just talking 90 grand. That's your budget for the property.
Yeah.
What would I have to do to persuade you to come out here?
I think you'd have to come up with a miracle, really, to persuade me.
miracle?
Yeah.
Property out here is not as cheap as you might think.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I can work miracles, but I can certainly do a bit of arm twisting.
We'll have to see what you can find us then.
Well, you don't have to work on him. He's already sold on the place.
Well, I hope you'll like all my properties, and I'm hoping to be able to convince you as well here, Julie. So let's go and have a look.
Okay.
I've really got my work cut out to try and persuade Julie to change her mind about that flat in Pembrokeshire. They want me to find them a similar place, but with a swimming pool and sea views for nearly a third of the price. I just hope what I do find can match their expectations. The first flat I found is in Ericeira, which is only 40 minutes north of Lisbon. It gets its name from the Portuguese word for sea urchin. But don't be alarmed, the only creatures you're likely to see emerging from the water these days are surfers. Close to the town centre is this 2-bedroom apartment. It's got 4, count them, 4 balconies, all with sea views, and it's still under their budget. Extremadura's already exciting me, but how will Julie and Iggy feel? So, for my first offering, we're looking at a 2-bedroom flat. It's up there on the 2nd floor.
Looks nice.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You happy with the 2nd floor?
Yeah, you get better views from the 2nd floor.
You have got good views.
I expect to see the sea a bit more than just that little bit up there.
I don't think we'll get that for
I think you'll struggle
Okay.
for the budget to be frontline. This you're literally about 10 minutes away, 10-minute walk away.
Appeals to me.
Looks like an East German tenement block.
Looks like a tenement block.
Yeah.
Are you being serious?
Yeah.
This is, a typical Portuguese holiday-style apartment.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's okay.
I
That's
think
not what
that's
I pictured,
lovely.
that's all.
What did you picture?
Not this.
I mean, you're not open to this at all?
Not really. Not from the outside.
I mean, I haven't got off to the best start here, but I want you to come and have a look inside because there are lots of reasons why I've brought you here. And you seem to be quite positive about it.
Yeah, I think it looks fine. It looks like a nice building.
Come on, let's go and have a look.
Okay.
Oh dear, that's not a good start. This house hunt is going to be tough if Iggy's this critical. So,
Nice tiles.
nice tiles. There's your
Oh,
kitchen.
lovely. Yeah, I like that.
That's a lot better.
It's nice and
Is
bright.
it?
Yeah,
Prefer this to outside?
Definitely.
That's a relief. He's actually saying something positive
very
now.
nice.
Now, these are your 2 double bedrooms. Both of those have got balconies as well, and a good-sized bathroom too. And then you've got your living and dining space. How do you like it?
I think it's very nice.
It's not what you expect
Nice
from
and
the,
bright.
from the front fascia, put it that way.
I chose this place because I thought it's going to be hassle-free. It's got no work needs doing. It's only 4 years old.
It's a blank canvas, really.
Yeah.
But the main things is that it's got patio doors to all the windows. It's got balconies, so we can sit out, and it looks as though it's got really nice views out there.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
We'll have a look at the
Yeah.
views. I mean, Iggy, can you see yourself coming on holiday here?
In here?
Yeah.
Stood outside? No.
Yeah, but you're not going to be outside, are you?
No.
Here we are now. Tell the truth.
Wow,
What do you think of these views?
I like it.
It's not a bad view.
Not a bad
You can
view.
see the sea. What more do you want?
You can see the sea, but you can't see the beach.
It's only 10 minutes away.
Yeah, but you didn't ask for a beach view, you asked for a sea view.
True. A bit fussy, ain't I?
Just a little bit.
I'm not getting vibes. We'd have to see the other two, Jasmine.
Well, this one is on the market, to give you an idea, at £88,000.
That's not a bad price. I mean, what can you get in England? You can't get a terraced house for £88,000, can you?
That's true.
And you've got a flat here with 4 balconies and a nice sea view.
True.
Actually,